What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Double Up, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can replace 90% of gym equipment. Hell, you can replace your gym membership with a pair of kettlebells. Now, before I get into that, if this is your first time visiting the channel, welcome. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you're into building muscle, if you're into getting in phenomenal shape, and you want to do it without spending all your time in the damn gym. Now, I'm gonna keep it real with you. You don't need 90% of the equipment that you see in the gym to build a strong, powerful, functional, and aesthetically pleasing body. Most, if not every machine that you see in the gym is focused on isolating an individual muscle. Now, aside from rehabilitation or vanity goals, there's really no reason to train muscles in isolation. That eliminates every piece of equipment that you see in the gym, and it really just leaves you with dumbbells and barbells. And damn near every movement that can be done with dumbbells and barbells can be done much better with kettlebells. So let's talk about your typical training split. Most people do a push, pull, and a leg day. And it can be argued that you can incorporate your leg days into your push and pull, like a squat is technically a push with the legs and hamstring curls are technically pull with the legs, but we're gonna separate them. Push, pull, legs. One of the greatest benefits of working with kettlebells is that every workout that you do, whether it be a single movement, a complex, or a flow, collapses them all. So you're doing push, you're doing pull, you're doing legs, and you're combining them into one full body movement. Now, this isn't typical bodybuilder shit. You're not going to get a bigger chest by working with kettlebells, but you will get stronger. Your entire body is going to get stronger because you're using your muscles together. They're working in concert with one another to produce force, which eliminates the need for your typical bro split. You don't need arm day. You don't need leg day. You don't need chest day because every day is full body and every muscle is being pushed to its limit. And because of this, you don't need to spend hours training with kettlebells. You can literally get a kick-ass workout, which takes care of everything from upper body, push, pull, legs, core. You can get it all done in 30 to 45 minutes every day. Whether you break it down every minute on the minute, whether you're doing as many rounds as possible for a set time, but you will get every benefit that you get from that gym in that shorter amount of time. It's more efficient. You don't have to go anywhere. You can do it in your backyard, in your living room, in your garage. Crank up the music, create your own environment, create your own energy. And the cool part about it is there's not a whole laundry list of movements. There's a couple movements that will get you the best results possible. Now, the king of all movements is going to be your kettlebell swing. When done properly, the kettlebell swing works everything. You're getting your grip involved, locking in the lats, your core. You're getting your posterior chain, your legs, everything. And it even doubles as a little bit of cardio. The kettlebell swing should be a staple in your kettlebell programming. Do it every day. Sets of 10, 5 sets of 10, 10 sets of 10. Turn up the volume on that thing. You cannot go wrong with kettlebell swings. The next movement that should be at the foundation of your kettlebell training is going to be the goblet squat. The goblet squat by itself is just such a powerful movement because yes, you're working legs doing your squats, but you're also working core, having to stabilize, holding yourself up, and there's upper body involved as well because you need to hold the goddamn kettlebell. It's a lower body focused movement that doubles as a full body movement. Another movement that is a mandatory piece of your kettlebell training is going to be the strict press. The strict press is going to get those shoulders lit up, but there's also a lot of core engagement because you need to stabilize in order to perform the movement. And don't forget, you can still work the posterior chain by doing RDLs and single arm rows with the kettlebell. And those are just your basic movements. Then we can get into more powerful, more complex movements like your kettlebell clean, your kettlebell snatch, your kettlebell rack squat. Now we're employing power. Now we're offsetting to encourage stability and balance. And notice I just mentioned individual movements. Once you start to get into a groove, you can start combining these movements, turning them into complexes and flows. The amount of strength it takes to perform these movements back to back in sequence with shorter rest periods is going to create such a powerful and strong body. More powerful and more strong than you will get going to the gym for an hour or 2 hours doing your typical bro split, getting up under the bar or getting on some machine and taking these long rest periods. Yes, that's great for the pump and isolating muscles, but when you're really trying to get strong, real life strong, kettlebells is where it's at. The beauty of kettlebell training lies in its simplicity. You don't need a bunch of movements. You don't need to go up 2.5 pounds, 5 pounds. It's about mastery. It's about movement. It's about mobility, and it's about creating strength. That is why kettlebell training is superior. That's why With a single kettlebell, you can create an incredibly powerful, aesthetically pleasing body that is functionally strong and can move throughout life, not just creating mirror muscles and not just creating gym strength. If you found this video valuable, make sure you hit that like button, comment your favorite kettlebell movements, pick up a kettlebell, get busy. And if you want to learn how to implement kettlebell training into your programming to create a strong, powerful, functional, and aesthetically pleasing body, check the link in the description. I'm going to give you the link to the Kettlebell Grind. It's my 8-week program that starts you off with basic movements and shows you how to progress and build a strong foundation so that you can train kettlebells safely, create mobility, create stability, and be the strongest motherfucker you've ever been in your entire life. Thank you for tapping in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Go pick up a heavy kettlebell and let's get busy.